I love y'all, man. I love being home, man. This is my hometown for all y'all don't know, you know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling this right now, for real.
I think everybody know where you're from.
Yeah, but I gotta represent, though. I gotta make sure someone might
Ballin', poppin', rockin', whatever, snappin', trappin', the same thing to the letter. Now you can lean when this shit come on. Since you love me so much, here's a dumbass song. Ballin', poppin', rockin', whatever, snappin', trappin', the same thing to the letter. Now you can lean when this shit come on. Since you love me so much, here's your dumbass song. I guess my chain hang low, my car's on 24s. I got a whole gang of hoes, I make it rain in my shows. Maybe this is why I'm hot, or really why I'm not. Some of that ain't true, but on the real I keep a block. I know I'm about to block, homie, fuck what you heard. I just don't feel the need to have the feds tracking my words. My bad, I'm starting to make too much sense, and they don't think up in the club. So here, look at my wrist, I guess it's icy, I don't know, but your chick kinda like me. When this drop, I have about 50 rappers trying to fight me.
This right here, this is work, man. This is the grind. You gotta do to get it, you know what I'm saying? People show you love all the time, like my homeboy DJ love. I appreciate that love, you know what I'm saying? They good look. We're gonna do this thing tonight. We're gonna do this concert, we're gonna do it real big, we're gonna do it real hard, we're gonna go hard, man. I told y'all before, man, the cinema of me, it's not a game. It's not.
Ballin', poppin', rockin', whatever, snappin', trappin', the same thing to the letter. Now you can lean when this shit come on. Since you love me so much, here's a dumbass song. Ballin', poppin', rockin', whatever, snappin', trappin', the same thing to the letter. Now you can lean when this shit come on. Since you love me so much, here's your dumbass song. They say I got hate in my blood. I try and tell them, man, my kids love your record, but they can't get in the club. Come on, man. So whatever.
We're gonna get you in on 2008.
Down the floors like old chips.
Alright, that's right. But that's you on here though. Just like that.
We gonna YouTube this one. Yeah, you know, YouTube this one. Y'all YouTube this for everybody that love me on MySpace. I love all y'all. This that inside shit y'all really get a chance to see. You know what I'm saying?
And like to cut up in the back up on them pills. On the pills. The fake county niggas like to push it to the limit. Push it to them on that G shit. Every time you see me dipping. Yeah.
Everybody else that's going to be out there is going to be packed, and we do have the last 2 tickets that you're going to be able to get for free tonight. But before we do that, let's get into some background with Blizzum. I mean, if you for real from Panama City, you already know who this is, we might have to run the contest like that.
Yeah.
If they know about any of your albums.
That's how I want to do it. For the next 2 tickets, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to ask a question, and if you can answer that question for me, then I'm going to give you them tickets. Now, I don't know if you're going to have to do it. I don't know if you have to call somebody to get the answer, but you need to front like you know what you're talking about.
Google it or something.
I can see through the fakeness. I can see through it.
And we got Vision in the house too. She's sitting over in the corner being quiet, but that's okay. Your song, T-shirt.
Don't you about to give an answer away already?
Oh, is that gonna be one of the questions?
I gotta change it. You almost.
That's my favorite.
I know it is. I know.
That's
a classic. That's a hood classic.
Walking around in a T-shirt, and I'm gonna keep the other part blank. But okay, Blizzard, how did you get your start in the rap game?
Actually, man, I started. I was doing it, you know, when I was living at home before I even left home, you know. But it was just kind of play back then. But when I left home, did a lot of traveling and stuff, came back, moved to Atlanta, Georgia, and became a lot more serious about it, man. You know, I met people with like minds up there who was really on the same grind as what I want to do with my life, and I just dove into it, man. Once I realized that I really didn't have a talent to do it, you know, I got into it so heavy. It's my life now. That's all I know.
And for those of us who do know Blizzum, I guess I'm giving away another one of those secrets. He didn't start off rapping, he started off singing. But hey, I loved that too back in the day. But we do appreciate all the music that he puts out now.
Oh, you was a psycho.
Some for real. Well, you know what? I'm a radio personality. When I talk, all kinds of secrets might fly out of my mouth. So that's warnings for everyone else that's in that situation.
Oh, that's a girl.
When you hear all those fly hooks and everything that you hear on all my albums and all my records, then you know I wrote that stuff, I arranged it, because that's, you know, that's where I came from.
Because that's what you do.
Yeah.
For real. Okay, so when did you move to Atlanta?
I moved in 1997, man, so I've been up there for like 10 years now. Yeah. It really is my second home, man, but this is my first home. This is my first love. I always represent this. Anybody in Atlanta who knows me and knows my grind, they're gonna tell you one, and he a Florida boy for sure. But that is my second home, so I rep that too. But Panama City.
The phone lines are lighting up. Apparently, other people out there know some of your secrets because they want to tell me about them right now. One question that I have to ask.
Wait a minute. I got a lot of secrets about this city. You can't.
Hey, we gotta
screen these calls,
right
man.
here
We gotta screen these calls.
We gonna play it live. Everybody gonna know your secrets. One question that I have to ask though. Since the music game has changed so much, sometimes, I mean, just music period, everything's just changed so much. There's a lot of lack of originality out there.
Right.
A lot of people just following other people's leads. You don't do that with your music at all.
I know, and I pride myself in that. I think that's my meal ticket. That's my selling point. For me, when you buy my album, man, it's definitely not what you're gonna hear anywhere else. My stuff is always original. I think, and people who are really my fans, like everybody on the MySpace page and everybody who comes up to me, the very first thing they say to me, besides "I like your music," the next line is "It's so different. It doesn't sound like anybody else." That's why I like it. It's kind of like how Kanye is winning right now.
Yeah.
You know, when he came out with that record, he crushed everybody. Why? Because there is only one Kanye. There's only one Common. You know, and these are artists that's getting awards and they're selling records. If you come out sounding, if you sound like 5 other rappers in the top 10, then yeah, you may have the hit #1 single, but let's look at those record sales and that'll tell the tale.
Yeah, and you have to be able to listen to an album through and through. You can't just get the one single. I'm good for throwing them out the sunroof. If it's just one on there, it's getting tossed.
Right.
Because I have to be able to ride out to it. And you can definitely ride out to Blizzard's music. I think I'm going to give away a couple of your CDs tonight so everybody can really feel you. How does that sound?
Yeah. Matter of fact, we're gonna be giving away some of the promo CDs that we got coming up with tickets and everything. We got my new album, The Cinema of Me, by the way, is coming out like next month. We're pushing for next month, but it might roll over into December. But it's definitely coming out before the end of the year.
Okay.
And it's called The Cinema of Me. And it took me like, man, a year and a half to make this record. Because I dropped my last album, which a lot of y'all know was going to be one of the questions, even though 2 years ago. But I mean, if you can give me the name of that album, matter of fact, that's the next one. If you can give me the name of my last solo album, you get the tickets.
Oh, well, y'all better start
Very
Googling.
easy.
How about that? Try to figure that one out. One other question that I have to ask: who influenced you to start in this music business? What was your one most influence?
I don't know. You know, I'm PK, so I kind of grew up in the church, and I started out as far as music goes playing drums when I was really little. I was really young, man, maybe 10, 11 years old, really young, and that's what got me into music per se, the beat, the rhythm of it, and I took it from there. So that's my original inspiration. I was really, really young, but who really influenced me to really just, I don't know, a life. I got a lot on my chest. I see a lot of stuff. I see life a little bit different than most people, man. I see the ugliness and the beauty in it. So I try and paint the picture of what I've seen and where I've been on records and hope people like it.
Okay. And being an artist, I know you do have a favorite artist because everyone has their favorite artist. I mean, you could be your favorite artist if you want to be. Well, then give me your favorite lyric from your favorite artist, the hottest line that you can think of.
I think maybe it's not really, it's hard because my bars are so complex. It's got to be every verse from a song off my last album, which I'm still not going to slip up and say the name of, called Growing Up in Bay County.
Okay.
And basically that whole song, that song is really close to my heart. It's real talk, and anybody who was born and raised in the city and grew up, teenagers in the 90s, you can feel that song. You know everything in that song is real. That's my life, really, literally on the record.
Okay.
So I think that whole song is just, that whole song, man, I can't just pick out one bar. I spit 5, so it's not that easy. Just pick out one.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's what we got to work with. Then go ahead and hit them with the 2 questions. That's going to get them those last 2 tickets.
The very first question is, what was the name of my last solo release? Emphasis on solo release. And the next question is, who was on the cover with me for the one and only group compilation release that I had?
I know the answer, but I can't tell. So that's your wrap up with Blizzum. Right here on 107.9 PFM. PLIES featuring Akon wrapped up the foreplay at 8 tonight, coming in at #1 with Hypnotize. And we've got those tickets. If you know the answers to those questions, hit me up, 2309 PFM, and we're getting you in for free, baby. Keep it hot.
Get like that, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you why I'm mad and why I'm pissed off. That's how I hustle a bill every time I take a loss. I can show you why I'm mad, cause it ain't all good. Cause all I ever see is people hurting in the hood. Let me tell you why I'm mad. You already know, especially if you're young and you're flat right, folk. That's why my pants sag, and I move with a swag, walking around like the whole world can kiss my ass. And I show you why I'm mad. Let me tell you about the problems I got. Everything from baby mamas to these punk ass cops.